Good evening and welcome back to another episode of Biting the Isaac. Now, in this case I'll just say random get Eve, which I'm not exactly that, not satisfied with getting, because she's actually, she's kind of a difficult character I guess, but it's been a while since I've had her and I don't dislike her as much as other people tend to do. So, that wasn't really the worst thing that could have occurred for us to this fine day. I know she has, as a base character, she has a 0.75 damage downgrade from the beginning. She basically times her damage by 0.75, so is automatically a downgrade, math on A level in college, that is what you get from doing that. And but then she also has a number of other things. She has a lower life, just naturally, so that's also a semi-bad thing, I should say. Yeah, it kind of really is. But how can you not get the Duke of Flies to unleash his barrage of flies against you like this? I don't quite know how to prevent that from happening. I just want a deal with something, or I want it and then I can just skip it and then get a higher chance to get a deal with the angel at a later point, because HP is not her friend, Eve's friend, and it never is her friend, because one of the best strategies you can use with this character is having low HP and basically take damage. That's what she actually revolves a lot around of, because she gets kind of bonus in strength every single time she takes damage, since the Whore of Babylon activates, and then she just turns into, the beast mode activates, and then she really goes into a powerhouse with increased speed and damage. Don't exactly know the specs by default, but I think it's pretty darn good. I also have a feeling these are less aggressive than they usually are, and as you can see, it takes 2 shots for me to damage those. Now, I didn't get anything out of that, so I'm kind of disappointed for wasting all that time, since I'm gonna try to make this a bit more of a speedrun, which means that I won't gamble as much and do all the silly things, because I really need to do something with my life here. I need to go places. I have this writing workshop that I need to attend to at a later point this evening, and that is actually in not so long, to be quite honest. So yeah, it's fine if I'll be a little late, but it's not really the tip of my priorities, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, I'll try my best and not do too many silly things. Let's have a look, and if they, if they didn't continue to do that, that will be much easier. Now, this is a no-brainer. I'm definitely gonna do that. So yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna save it, obviously. This is very nice, actually, especially that this early in the game. It's one of presumably the best items you can acquire at this stage. Alright, so the secret room is not in this near vicinity, eh? That's kind of interesting when it comes to it. It was a very good outcome, though. Loads of spirit hearts, and spirit hearts is one of Eve's best friends, since spirit hearts really can determine... should I go look for the secret? No, it's fine. Spirit hearts can really determine the outcome of the situation, and especially since that she has a natural higher multiplier for spirit hearts. That's a really important factor in this. I think it's like 0.10 or 5, so it's not that much, but it does something in the end. You can just feel that it does something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this is a secret. No, it's not what the secret room were, but I wanted to increase the blast radius, and it got me a key even, so I'm gonna use that immediately. The black bean is not something I'm able to really re-roll or anything, so I'm just gonna take it. Don't know if it's special or not, and I don't rightly care that much. I just took it. Basically every time I believe it's every time I take damage, I unleash a barrage of bad gas in every direction possible to hopefully diminish the foe's powers with my flatulence. Yeah, that is a very good word to use, except for farting. Farting is so overrated these days. Maybe farting is kind of like an abbreviation of flatulence. I'm not quite sure of that. That would actually be pretty interesting if it were. Not that I should be the wise guy in this. There you have it. And then this is actually the first time I've taken damage on this one. It was kind of stupid. I could have evaded it, but you know, I figured might as well. And then I could show off the effect of the goddamn black bean. So yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm gonna use now. So it's kind of good that the guy moves away, so this guy can take a bit more hits. Yeah, that's the thing now. That's the thing that I say now these days. Now come now, don't be shy, little child. Good, real good. I know he was mulligan or whatever they call them these days. Oh, the knockback is not that nice, to be quite honest. I don't know if damage in general gives you a higher knockback, because Eve should really not have a high knockback. Quite on the contrary, to be quite honest. So it's rather interesting, and this is awesome because, yeah, Tinted Rock basically. Great, my dear friend. Wrath is not a difficult enemy. Of course, that depends on where you fight him. But in the beginning, he is actually one of the best sins you can fight. Still, with greed being one of the worst sins, and he's so common, so it's just annoying. Really is just one of the worst things to possibly come out of the 7th sin pool, or whatever they call it. Now this is fine. Mr. Boom is... he's not great, but he's a spacebar item, and we kind of lack those. He's kind of one Mr. Mega Chart that you can use every 2nd room or something. I'm not quite sure of that. So, you know, it's fine, I guess. Pretty good bomb. Damages quite a lot, I should say. So, you know, it's yeah, but then I just go around wasting it because I obviously cannot read the pattern of this silly little dude. Yes, his pattern is kind of annoying, right? But I should be able to read it with a bit more confidence than I just rightly did. And if only he could actually kill these bastards that he has been summoning. But fortunately, I have not. Yeah, that's much better when they circle around in that fashion. Maybe I should just keep letting him do that until he, well, goes into his 2nd form or whatever the hell. Yeah, like this. He is not able to spawn more shit, but he is able to do that, which can prove to be quite a nuisance. Yeah, so please, Deadbird, work wonders for me. Yeah, while you're still active and still alive and still useful, please do some good stuff for me. That's fantastic. Now I'm kind of tempted to take one of these, to be quite honest, but my vulnerability will go quite down, so I think I'll skip it. Just this once. Might have been a bad idea, but it might also have been just the saving grace that I need. Let's have a look. And I can't fly yet, so I'll just blow it up directly, because the more money I get, the better it is, really. And I just basically got nothing out of that entire deal whatsoever. So yeah, I obviously haven't got enough money to get anything useful out of the shop, so I'm just gonna move on now. Call it a day and say grace and all these things you usually do. Yeah. So I've also been thinking about getting a new catchphrase for my show for some strange reason, and I thought, you know what, good evening. That's a nice one. It comes from this sci-fi like show, I believe, which is actually Danish. I believe it's the guy Lars von Trier who said it in the first place to begin with. Don't hang me up on it if it turns out to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it ain't. So that was an objective gain that I just got right there. So that's the thing. Yeah, these rooms can prove themselves to be kind of annoying, especially when that happens. They're not that bad, but they're just kind of iffy. So unfortunately, I couldn't hit this dude with the Mega charge. I believe it charges, yeah, as you could see, every 2nd room. Yeah, it does. So it's something that I can use with pretty good prevalence, and maybe could also have used it right here, because I'll just risk getting stuck, as I normally tend to do on this exact goddamn room. Yeah, that's much better, especially if Deadbird could help me out a bit here, and well, can also just avoid doing any help for me whatsoever. That's a thing too that can happen, basically. So I'll not have you go blown up any of these things, because I can blow them up so much better myself, you see. This is how you blow up things. In the Binding of Isaac land, my friend. None of that knockoff bullshit you're doing right there, you son of shit. Now, if I can avoid using the strength card, I will. But, oh, lag spike. I'm getting all these lag spikes and I kinda don't know where I'm getting them from. I might just be, okay, I'm using it because Peep, he's not that difficult, but I just feel kind of more relieved when I have this. I think it's just an odd mushroom effect without the bad things about it, the speed down. I believe it is, because you also get another health when you use the strength, and more damage, of course. And also range and shit like that, you know, all the good stuffs in life, that's what you get. Oh, that was kind of effective, I should say. So that's the thing that happens too, and I think his Peep stuff still damages me when I walk over it, so that's not something that I'm really looking forward to do exactly. Yeah, so as you can see, taking damage can also prove to be a priority in some instances. And I still gotta deal with the devil, but in this case I'm much more better suited for it. This is scary, let me just say it like that. And this is another thing I'm going to skip. Because... Or am I? Am I going to skip that? You know what? I'm gonna take a real risk now. But we didn't build this country without taking risks, if you know what I'm saying, because now I permanently have this solution. And if I get a health down now, it will presumably be a health up at this point. So I believe it is sort of worth it in the end. Still kind of a scary position to be in, since, you know, it's kind of tough. Let's see about the other things. That was... Oh, that was bad trip, so I just took damage, and that was tears down. Which is kind of awful, but oh well. I'll just use his telepills, I think, at the end of the floor, and do stuff in that manner. The hourglass is not something I'm interested in, so I'll just pick it up, put it back down, and say grace, and never hope that that actually shows up again, because it's kind of dull. Well, the hourglass is once again fine if you have no spacebar item, but actually kind of awful if you do have spacebar item. So yeah, don't mind me, I'm just taking up spacebar item. So oh well, let's not. Basically, still have no keys to go to the shop. It's always a prevalent thing right here. It's the theme that has become. Wow, jeez, how did I seriously miss that? That's bad, that's real bad. Oh well, I won't use anymore. Okay, so you never know when you can get a bloody IML room, because that would really be nice right now, so I could also use my money for something. Because I've skipped a bit too many shops for my liking and used a bit too few money. Even if it goes towards the cause of capitalism, but I really am indifferent towards that now, to be quite honest. I keep forgetting that on rooms like these, if you bloody do not take, or if you don't move, then they don't chase after you, and I don't know why that's a thing that happens, but apparently it is. So I just gotta remember that. That was excellent, especially with the spirit hearts. Now spirit hearts, as you obviously can see, has become real issue for the general survivability. Then again, stuff like deals with the devil and deals with the angel are pretty much guaranteed. Or well, pretty much I should say, but I'm not quite sure what it means when you have no red hearts. But I think it just means that you can't really take red heart damage, even no matter what you do. So you're pretty safe on that account. And that's really good for you in most cases, I should say. So that's the thing. But taking stupendously bad damage is not a thing that should be happening right now. So yeah, my damage is still pretty bad, even though it's in the red part. compared to what I could have it in if I actually pulled my ass together, which I obviously did not. And this is a stupid room. Luckily it resolved itself quite quickly, and the cube of meat has once again been the saving grace, which usually kind of proves itself out to be. I'll just go directly. The Fallen is really good since it's a free deal with the devil item, and now becoming Guppy would actually be something that I would prefer to happen. So if that's a thing that could happen, that I will not be mad whatsoever. That would be really great. I don't think it should prove itself out to be that difficult. It's just when he splits himself into two smaller compartments, it can be a bit of a nuisance, but other than that, it shouldn't be that difficult, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, you know, it's fine really. Gonna leave all sorts of bombs in different areas, and it should prove itself out to be good. So that's the thing. Oh, no worries there, mate. Yeah, now it's just one left, so if I take damage on this guy, I am a sucker indefinitely. Alright, so I'm not quite sure this is, well, not really a good item that I could have gotten out of the pools. There's so many better, especially a guppy item, but that was certainly not the way it should have been, apparently, so... Oh well, I says... That's a lost cause. This, on the other hand, is not. Now, I believe that since I have so many bombs, one bomb for 4 cents in this particular situation is most definitely worth it. Since if I get a chance to go to the shop, to even go to it in the first place, well, I'll most definitely do. Because I can afford it now. Yeah, the red hearts leaving around all over the place is still a nuisance for me, since I know, just the knowing of it all, that I could have used it for something better really just haunts me indefinitely. Yeah, whatever I says. In complete oblivion, apparently, obliviousness. I really expected it to be there for some reason. I would not accept it if it weren't. I mean, I did just accept it right there by just doing absolutely nothing, but it was really more a matter of honor in this context, and yeah, I wouldn't have any of that. So that's the thing to take into account. These guys should be moving out of my way now. That's cool. That's cool. That's a ghoul. Apparently, I don't know where I was going with that statement, but it was a ghoul. That's for sure. Yeah, you know, Brother Bobby, he's not bad. It's just that, is he also special? I don't really know if he's a special item, with the, you know, the special items being that once you pick up one of them, there's a lower chance of more of them to appear. I think the problem is that I think all familiars are actually special when it comes to it. So that's also the thing. But a lot of the items you generally get from the deal with the devil pools tend to be special. So would you mind not running away all the bloody time? There, mate. You're not even my mate. You're just annoying. Just a nuisance. Even though I know I should feel bad for you and all that, and maybe I also inly do. That was definitely not bloody worth it. I expect at least a key. Now I can't even go to the item room, which is god awful, which is really, really bad, because I most definitely need that. I really hope that this leaves off a key in the end. And I might just, if it does that, of course, taking into that account, I might just go to the shop with the small chance of there actually being a key for me to purchase. And of course it has to be a discount, and a lot of criteria have to be fulfilled for that specific thing to take into to go my way, I should say. Why did you not die after all these shots? That's real annoying. That's kind of fucked. So what do I do now? Do I look for the secret room? I might as well just look a bunch of them. Use a bunch of bombs. Searching for the secret rooms. Maybe I should look the most obvious places first, though. That would be kind of nice. And it would be really great if it was down there, because then I could bomb myself into the item room. Ah, of course. You just couldn't do that for me, could you? Now is it here? I'm gonna spend all my bombs on it, but I will not seize this until I get what I lust for. Just a goddamn secret room. Oh, for the love of Jesus. Where the hell can it be then? Technically it could also be here, I suppose. Yeah, it definitely can. No. What? Oh, I know I sacrificed too much, but that's real shitty, and I mean real shitty. At least it wasn't Necropolis. I was almost about to say that, and it wasn't. So, well, thank you, kind sir, and that's actually kind of what makes me not go so much down on my luck right now, because the lack of keys is enough to turn every man with every kind of mental instability into a wreck. A pure wrecking house of unwreckness. Alright, well I took, let's just say necessary damage for that to be more easy than not. So that's one way to put it, basically. It's still worth it, and it wasn't worth it because Rusted Key is bloody useless. And I mean, literally, it's so annoying, but it's one of the very few trinkets. Oh god, all these lag spikes. One of the very few trinkets in the entire game that is completely, and I mean utterly, worthless. Oh, Jesus. You can't use it for anything. And, my friends, that sucks. Alright, so it's one of these guys, but at least Dead Bird will do. We'll give him a baiting, eh? That's for true. So that's the thing, but I should not be taking more damage now. Yes. Oh, thank you. Dearly. I really doubt that it was the Rusted Key in progress, because it really shouldn't be working. Of course, I don't know if he has fixed it for some strange reason. But I don't think this game has been updated in a long time, and even the wiki says it doesn't work, so I'll just stick to what I know. And I'm debating right now whether to check, or if not, the secret room is here. Maybe I will. Alright, it isn't, so yeah, I'm just gonna use it. Right, Anarchist Cookbook is garbage. Still gonna hang on to this guy, this guy. Guppispore, for fuck's sake. Because if I acquire even more health, I can just transplant it, you know, kind of transform it into secret hearts, into spirit hearts, which is what I need right now. No more, no less. Oh, this is a bad room. I hate leapers. I really dislike leapers with all my heart. Oh, Jesus, this is... You know, I'm just dodging into every enemy shot right now that I see. That's fine too. So obviously I made a huge gamble by doing all these things quite a long time ago now, and I think it's gonna end up killing me. Yeah, I don't really know what will save me now. Oh yeah, and the secret room probably isn't even there. Of course, why the fuck would it be there? Why would I have the mental stability to think that it would be there, and now I'm almost dead because I got stuck between those douches? Oh man, that's yeah, that's shitty. I mean, real shitty, but what could I have done about it? I am not to tell. So that's a thing that just occurred. Yeah, almost dead. That can happen when you play this silly game. Just trying to focus a bunch. Alright. Some penny drops is basically kind of worthless, since I have no money either to just use, to just spend on it. Oh my Jesus. Oh, yeah. Why did I even bother going in there? I'm definitely gonna spend some resources now just trying to keep myself alive. Oh, there we have it. But I'm definitely not gonna not do this if you can say it like that. That was kind of cryptically worded. What are you? You're still judging as if it was an obstacle. So that's why you go around all over the darn place. This could have had the ability to save me through 1-up or Onk, preferably Onk. Though that wasn't the case. Why the hell would it be the case? Why would I have that lucky honor? No. Such luck should not befall upon mere mortals like me, no. Right, I have almost no bombs left. I just realized I mistook my penny count for bombs, apparently. So that's something that I do too. At some instances. I won't stand a chance against the boss, to be quite honest. Almost no matter what it is. So I'm gonna move a bit on and see if I won't die to silly stuff right here. And actually get something for my troubles for once. Which I think is very unlikely that happens here. Yeah, red heart. And no bombs, no freaking... I mean, not bombs, no freaking keys. Whatsoever. Dang it. So, whatever, I can also just go rot away in a hole. That's fine, too. Nobody would rightly care that much anyway, so... I sound like Douglas Cartman right now. Poor fella. Oh man, I just recently watched this Silent Hill 3 playthrough, and boy, is that a fucked up game. Especially that birthday caller, he always gets to me. Jesus, and well, not obviously, but I'll say the original version is kind of much better because it's just so unnerving when it doesn't really give it out so easily that the other thing does. When in the HD collection, it just transists between, you know, that very unnerving and really shaky voice, like some sort of, well, mental wreck who is really down on his luck and just a sadist, and then it just almost turns out to be this demonic kind of gurgling voice that he shifts into, and it just kind of ruins the mood a bit, because then you know really what he truly is, and that's really not that fitting. So in conclusion, well, I basically like the other one much better, to be quite honest. Now I know I could use the Anarchist cookbook in the boss fight, which fuck this one. This is about as far as I go because he's shit. So apparently the death music doesn't even play when you have no health. That's the thing. Alright, thank you for watching this goddamn run, and I definitely speedrunned it, that's for true. So sleep good and all that, and I'll see you later. Peace out.